When I've seen a basketball game in person, I've never been that close to the court.
Me either.
So they always look really small to me anyways.
I always have to squint because, you know, I'm usually up
Exactly.
in the nosebleeds.
Especially if we were trying to go to tonight's game,
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. But San Antonio has such a strong fan base.
Yes.
When I lived in Austin, people would drive from Austin to San Antonio just for a couple hours to watch games.
I believe that. Yeah, they do. Okay, so today, let's talk about what's ahead. We see some clouds behind us. There's a little rain near my neighborhood in East Dallas yesterday. Is it going to be kind of pop-ups today for people as well?
It is going to be pop-ups, very random.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll show you that. But I want to show you what it looks like outside. And it's a little difficult to see because it's so bright, but there is some cloud cover out there. Temperature right now from our Trend Tower camera in Rockwall of 77 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at about 5 miles per hour. And because of our wind shifting, we have a bit of a different pollen count. And this is our live pollen count that we aired just this week. You can get up to our updates on this, but grasses, oak, mulberries, sycamore, all at a low count, fungus at a moderate count at the moment. So if you're going to be spending some time outside, that's something to consider. 90 degrees for the high temperature today in Dallas, by the way, 90 in Denton. That's not too far off from what's considered normal this time of the year, which is 89. Yesterday, we made it to 96 degrees. We're not going to be quite that warm today, but again, a warm day with high humidity, and that generally does bring us a heat index. It'll feel like 94 degrees in Dallas, 93 in Fort Worth, 91 in Denton, and 92 in McKinney. Here's where the cloud cover is right now. It's most dense in eastern North Texas and in western North Texas. A little shower is trying to get going just to the southwest of Abilene. Otherwise, we are rain-free as we approach midday. But look at how the rain potential shapes up today. Yesterday, we had about a 20-30% coverage. Today, closer to about a 10% coverage. So less in the way of rain. This is around 5 to 7 p.m. I mean, we could see a pop-up shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. This time of the year, it's really hard to completely rule out the potential for small hail, brief heavy rainfall and gusty winds, but the setup just isn't there today for severe weather. So we could see that again mid to late afternoon, about 10% coverage. We're not looking at too much in the way of rain tonight. And tomorrow afternoon, a little more moisture to work with. It'll be a little more humid, so we do have about 20% coverage of rain, and this mainly to the east of DFW. This is around noon. Watch what happens in the afternoon, though. You see those really random pop-up showers, isolated thunderstorms. I mean, we're going to see closer to about 20% coverage for the afternoon on Thursday. Tomorrow evening, overnight, we'll see that rain coverage really lower. It does go up slightly. About 30% coverage as it looks right now for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And because of that, temperatures are going to stay a couple of degrees cooler than what's considered normal this time of the year. Don't get me wrong, it'll still feel warm outside, but highs going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday likely to be in the upper 80s with the heat index not too far off from what's considered, you know, the actual temperature. Okay, so here's the setup that brings us additional rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got that heat dome that's brought us the heat the last couple of days. That's going to scoot off towards the east. Meanwhile, this area of low pressure, this disturbance, really sets us up to bring in some Gulf moisture, and it's also going to help pop up showers and thunderstorms closer to about a 30 to 40% coverage. I'm thinking Saturday we could even see slightly higher coverage of rain. I do think that we'll see a mostly cloudy sky over the weekend, so if you were planning on hitting the pool, maybe that tan not going to be quite as drastic, but temperatures overall are going to be, you know, in the upper 80s at least through Sunday. Early next week, rain chances are going to dwindle down. Temperatures climbing into the 90s, but Kara, at least no triple digits yet.
Yeah, we got plenty of time for more sun and heat, so I'll take the clouds. Thanks, Mariel. Now to the story of a